Wednesday of Holy Week, and it's like a really tough day in the story because it's the day that one of Jesus's closest friends, Judas, betrays him, takes money, gives him up, sets him up to be killed, betrays him, and like, sorry, I'm like a bit emotional today. I was like just having such a hard time in the last bit with all of the news about people who just like should have done more. People withholding masks from nurses, not because they thought it wouldn't help, but because they knew they didn't have enough in the supply chain. Political leaders who sell off stocks based on special information right before they give the announcement to the rest of us that like we should try to save our own lives. Great evil, right? And it's like a question that this week is trying to answer is like, why did Jesus come? Like, do we need to be saved? And like today, when Jesus's close friend stabs him in the back, it's part of this week is trying to also help us understand or like answer our own question, like, are we always good? Are we capable of terrible things? Because if we are, then like sometimes we need to be saved. Sometimes we don't just like figure out what is good on our own, like find the journey within. We just like need something outside of us to show us the difference between what is beautiful and what is terrible. And like we see so many of these highs and lows right now, like all these gorgeous people out there risking their own health for the sake of others. Like we see incredible acts of goodness, and also we see like incredible acts of evil in which people with power, people who could give rent forgiveness, like just watch everyone get crushed on the way down. So I'm just like very opinionated on this, in part because I spent so many, I just spent so long like studying the encouragement industry, and they have this thing that we in like theology, we call like theological anthropology. It means like, how good do you think people are? And they have an unbelievably high theological anthropology. So they think like the difference between us and God is just a matter of degrees. We just need to like align ourselves and like receive and like sort of just as if like we're already little sparks that just need to be set aflame in this, in the things that are like just awaken inside of us, things that are already good. And like if that's that belief is like really challenged this week in light of what we're seeing and in light of the Christian story. Because the Christian story will say like, yes, we are good. We are made out of God's sheer love. Like we were made, every part of us was made to be loved, made for love, and is like, when God looks at us, God says like, that's good. But also, this is also about how we are capable of great evil. And if we don't acknowledge that, we can't be honest about what we're seeing, and we can't be honest about what we need. So I'm expecting that Jesus will come back in this story because I need him to. Okay. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. My neighbor's chicken is always like released into my yard, and it's like the start of another completely absurd day. All right, my dears, have a lovely and terrible day.